Hello, I'm Bernard Hickey and welcome to 90 at 9 on interest.co.nz. Everything you need to start the day in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock starting now, where more details of the reconstruction plan behind Geneva Finance are starting to emerge. It turns out they had a blowout in bad debts earlier this year when many of its debt collectors left when the company was put into a debt moratorium. Now, it's already taken $10.8 million of provisions and is expecting to take $22.4 million of bad debts for the full year. This company obviously has a bad debt problem. It has a loan book of $140 million with $22 million of bad debts. Now, it also turns out that Peter Francis and Glenn Walker, the shareholders behind Geneva Finance, are only putting up $600,000 of their own cash. This is part of an injection of total equity of $23 million. Turns out too that the cost of the issue is about $500,000. So the cash they're putting in is basically just paying for the costs of the issue. You might recall Peter Francis was the executive behind Chase Corp, the collapse of Chase Corp in the mid-80s. Meanwhile, Doug Graham, the former National Party cabinet minister, has resigned as the chairman of Lombard Finance after it was put into receivership. There's also talk that the low lake levels may force some businesses to cut back on production as their electricity is used by people in the household sector. Spot prices for electricity are up quite sharply in the last couple of months. Overall, this is bad news for inflation and for GDP output. I'm Bernard Hickey. That was 90 at 9 on interest.co.nz.